Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the fourth trimester. Did you know there was a fourth trimester? Well, I did, only because I have now a second child, but the first time I did not. I will link my video down below. It touches upon how I figured out the fourth trimester and my first tips on that with being a first-time mom. Right now, what I want to talk about mostly is things I wish I knew about the first trimester. Step aside from what I've already said in the video that's linked down below. The first time, because I thoroughly still believe in all of that. But this time around, being that it's 2020, the year of the global pandemic, the year that the world turned upside down, essentially, and most of us were having babies, and some of us are still pregnant, having babies at the end of this year. These are some of the things I wish I knew, especially right now. So I have a couple notes here. First thing is, I wish someone would tell me, and I figured out that this was going to be the hardest trimester. The fourth trimester is the hardest trimester. I am still in the fourth trimester as I'm filming this. It is between birth to 6 weeks up to 12 weeks of the child's age. And boy, it's tough. I have here that, especially during COVID, it's been the hardest few weeks of my life because I have a toddler at home and a newborn. And again, there's no book that tells me how to be a mom to my newborn and toddler at the same time and still caring for both of them individually and attending to their needs. Part of the fourth trimester is, if you haven't heard about this, but this doctor called Dr. Karps, who wrote The Happiest Baby on the Block. There's the book. And who created the snoo. There it is. It's one of those expensive bassinets that you strap in the baby and it moves side to side, up to front. It's pretty neat looking. Dr. Karps, says that essentially the baby isn't fully gestationally ready to come out of the body, even though we're told that it is and science tells us that it is. But if the baby were to stay in your body for the fourth trimester, so I'd still be pregnant right now, when it comes time to give labor, the baby's head wouldn't be able to come out of the canal, so there'd be obviously more C-sections. The fourth trimester is the baby being a fetus in the outside world. So what that means is trying to mimic the sounds and the lights or lack thereof light that the baby had inside the uterus in the outside world. So when your baby is sleeping, do you consider blackout blinds? We do, and the doctor recommends that you do, because essentially is blackish, darkish in your uterus. Do you have a noise machine? Because that's all they hear. It's like a noise, really, really loud, constant noise. And we have one as well, and it actually has been helping both my toddler sleep. She still sleeps with one today, and my newborn has one in his room, which is our room. He sleeps with us. And another thing would be, bring on some help if help is able to help you. If help is raising their hands and saying, I'm here to help you, take it, okay? Take it. Take it from someone who wishes they had help 24/7. Take it. It's needed. You need it. Trust me, take it. Give yourself some grace. Really, just give yourself some grace. The fourth trimester, we are all learning. You're learning how to be a mom for the first time, or you're learning how to be a mom for the second time, which feels like a first time. Or you're learning how to be a mom during these COVID times for the first time, because we all are. That's a first, actually. Ooh, this new virus that's hit us worldwide is new for all of us. So we are actually all first-time moms, for those that have given birth and about to be giving birth in 2020, because God is as ever the first. There's so many rules, so many regulations. Things are changing on the hour. That just blows my mind, because it's unknown. We have no idea what's going on. We have no idea the extent of it, except of course that some people unfortunately are dying and have died, and others have been cured. So there's no explanation as to why some died and why some are still alive. You don't just meet someone one day and consider themselves your best friend or bond right away. I mean, yes, you may click. You know, sometimes they say love at first sight. Click like you're my best friend. Click like we've known each other forever, I should say. But you can't really be fully trusting of that person that very first day. I mean, completely. If the circumstances eludes you to have to trust the person, give yourself some grace in terms of this new baby. You're learning how to be a mom to this baby. You're learning to care for this baby. You're learning what their interests and non-interests are, which is usually eat, sleep, and poop. So give yourself some grace, okay? They're going to cry. You don't know half the time why they're crying. So you just go through the things. Is it hunger? Is it the diaper change? Is the temperature too hot? Is the temperature too cold? Are they bored? Like literally, you know, babies are staring at one thing and they may want to be staring at another thing. Who knows? They can't talk to us. They can't tell us what's up. So you gotta guess. And unfortunately, that's where anxiety kicks in. So just give yourself some grace. Mental health. When you have an anxiety at its peak and you're sleep deprived and you're trying to survive the next day with a newborn, your mental health is running on high speed. Mine completely has been running and is still running because COVID has told us all to stop in our tracks. Isolate yourself. Don't see anybody that's outside your household. Don't even breathe. And it's been hard. Some women had to wear masks while they were pushing their baby out. Some women couldn't even have their partners in the room or at all in the hospital, like at all, until they came out. And some babies had to stay in the NICU. That's difficult. That's difficult to comprehend and to tell a parent, you can't come in because only one parent can be with a child at a time. That's hard. And the next one is things I wish I knew was how to feed. I had no idea how to feed a newborn. And how to feed a newborn while trying to tend to my child who wants to get potty trained, who's being potty trained. And luckily we did it before the baby got here, but still right now, there are times where we gotta rush to the toilet with her, and have we made it? Sometimes we don't. Because we're here in the living room and the toilet's all the way at the other end. That's difficult. And then that puts a strain because then you're doing extra laundry on top of what you already are doing or should be doing, right? It's a lot. It can be a lot. Breastfeeding, like lactation consultants. I wish I knew which lactation consultant was the best because I went through 6 lactation consultants, mostly on the phone because COVID told them they can't come see me. That was hard. That took a lot of my mental health. Public nurses would only come see those that were weak or that really needed it because of circumstances. That was hard and that was unfair because I spoke to 2 different ones who said that no one's allowed to go out and visit homes when I know that my mommy friend did have someone come over because needed it. Again, inconsistent communication, messages are being lost in communication. There was this one who did come to the house, thank you very much, and I was able to continue my breastfeeding journey, which is exactly what I wanted during this time. The best antibodies that the baby can have, and I wanted to give that to my baby because I chose to do that. My mental health wanted to do it. It's been hard to do it, of course. I am still trying to keep up with my milk supply. And luckily I've gotten to the point where my milk is regulated and I'm able to feed my baby on demand. My baby loves to be held. You just cannot put him down. And he wants you to be up and moving as well. He likes the swing of the movement. I guess I did that while I was pregnant. Who knows? I barely worked out this last pregnancy, so I don't know where he's getting it from. But I know and remember that when I would stop moving, he would be kicking. And when I would be moving, he would stop. So it's the same thing. It's like he's kicking his legs, being fussy when we're sitting down and not doing anything. But when we're up and about, he's calm. He's even puts himself to sleep. Another thing I wish I knew is plan ways to entertain yourself, such as Netflix, such as podcasts, audiobooks, and Disney Plus now that it came out. Anything, really, because it gets boring. You're on maternity leave, it gets boring. You're trying to do things, it gets boring. You're trying to do things, you can't do them. Like, I can't cook with the baby in my arms because, again, I just told you he wants to be held, so I cannot put him down. Start screaming, my boobs start leaking, and then we get a problem. And it hurts. It's like an annoyance that is trickling down, like tingly feeling. I hate it. I cannot stand my baby crying because my milk is just coming, and I don't like that. So I choose to not eat because I can't cook. So what would be awesome is I wish I knew what places around me made ready-made meals that are either just pop in the oven and easy to serve myself or microwavable. So such as lasagna would be great that someone made us. It would have been nice if someone made us lasagna so I can pop it in the oven and I can have it. It'd be nice to have just those healthier versions of the Lunchables. So I can pop them in the microwave and eat it right away. Having to cook, cut different ingredients, put it all together, make a meal, it's just not happening right now. I need to feed my baby. I need to be fed, and the easiest way to do that is to have ready-made meals available to me so I can just pop it in the oven or microwave, start eating with one hand, feed the baby with the boob, and we're good. I wish I knew what companies are around me, and I would have reached out to them from the very beginning, or when I was pregnant, to tell them that around this time I would want deliveries coming in. It'd be nice to have some stock up on comfy clothes and supplies. I just found this brand called Zaya, however you call it, ZYVIA. I'm part of a party where I purchased leggings, stock up on other things, just comfy clothes, pajamas, whatever it is that you feel comfortable in, wear those in your 4th trimester. Wish I had stocked up on a whole bunch, because here I am with the baby, newborn, and buying more because I don't have enough. I don't even have enough nursing tops. I'm asking my sister-in-law for nursing tops. Doesn't matter that they're bigger than me. I just put them on. So be it. Set realistic expectations is my last point here, because there's lots of hurdles to overcome. Everything I said above is a hurdle to overcome. It really is. When you just break it down, it's a challenge, it's an issue, it's a hurdle to overcome, because this 4th trimester, no one's taught how to do it. There is no book to tell me how to manage this 4th trimester for the second baby during this COVID time. My mind is racing a mile a minute, trying to slow down, trying to enjoy the time, but it has been hard. So I want you to know that you're not alone. I'm here. There are others among us. There's a community of us. Reach out. Please ask the questions. If you have any concerns or comments, leave them down below, wherever you can comment, and let's stick together, because this motherhood, gosh, is it ever hard. Take care of yourself during this COVID time. Try the best, because this whole sleep while the baby's sleeping doesn't work for everyone. But taking care of yourself when you can, that's something I can go with. You take care of yourselves. Bye.